On Monday of 8th week, the controversial Free Speech Forum took place at the Oxford Union. Speakers included Nick Griffin, leader of the far-right British National Party, and David Irving, who is a convicted Holocaust denier. Protesters from all parts of the country and political spectrum descended on the unions around 7 p.m, Griffin and Irving having already arrived earlier in the day. The protesters, many of whom did not want the event to take place, made it very difficult for people to get to the union.
The entire road was just packed completely. I didn't see a single fascist, but there were swarms of anti-fascists.
Just as the forum was about to begin, protesters breached the union's security.
And then eventually we just heard people come swarming in. Everyone rushed to the doors. There were people pushing, coming together, having to get broken up, for fights. It was absolutely incredible.
But what could have triggered such protests? We spoke to a selection of the protesters.
I think that the content of what they're saying is wrong. I don't at all disagree with the idea that free speech should be a universal principle, but that's just personally my view. And I'm also here to protest the incredible poor judgment of the Oxford Union.
There are limits to free speech. You can't go into a cinema in the dark and shout fire because real people will be hurt as a result. There are people who would like to make the case for paedophilia. They say that there's an argument for it, but no respectable person would want to hear it, and no respectable person would want to give it a platform, least of all the Oxford Union. So we say that people like Irving are the equivalent of paedophiles.
One of the major opponents of the forum was AUSU. We were able to speak to the AUSU president, Martin McCluskey.
Having these speakers at the Oxford Union lends legitimacy and credibility to their views. If Luke Trill wanted to have a proper debate about free speech, he could have brought people like Morgan Tsvangirai from Zimbabwe, he could have brought Burmese activists, he could have brought people who fought against communism in Eastern Europe, but he didn't.
The protesters came under criticism from those who attended the forum.
The way they acted, which was quite intimidating for some of the rest of us who wanted to go and watch this debate, and we're not neo-fascists, and we're not supporters of the BNP, actually kind of gave more credit to the BNP and Nick Griffin in a really, really strange way.
Towards the end of the night, the police began a clampdown blocking off both St Michael's Street and Cornmarket to allow Griffin and Irving, whose presence had started all of this, to leave.
Fucking piece of shit! Scum! Scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum! Nazi scum!
This is the SJC TV News team reporting.